Hi, welcome back. Now, with a lot of these videos, I do like to sort of try and keep a schedule, sort of a little bit of discipline. But every now and then, something comes along that sort of throws that out of the way, and I think, oh, I've got to do something with that before I forget about it. And this is one of them, the never released version of Armalyte for the ZX Spectrum, which appeared on a Your Sinclair cover tape as a playable demo in 1991, issue 65. Now, Armalyte is considered, to be a classic shooter released by Thalamus for the Commodore 64. I do own it because it came with a bundle of games I got off a friend, but I've never played it. But I believe it's considered as something of a classic. Now, I didn't realise it was ever planned to be released for the ZX Spectrum, and it never was released. So I think it only exists in this playable demo form. And coming up, I'm just going to show you the Your Sinclair tape that it appears on, and it's the top right square there. Now, 1991 is obviously quite late in the Specky's life, so that may have had something to do with it. I'm not sure the reasons why Armalyte for the Spectrum was never released, or how far to completion the project came. Perhaps someone out there might know the full story behind it, but anyway, let's get into the game. I'm not trying to compare this to the Commodore 64 version. I'm just interested to see what it's like. And my first impressions on playing it were that it was a shame it never got released, because it's actually quite a nice sort of shoot 'em up. It's certainly better than the Spectrum version of Nemesis, which featured in my not so great arcade conversions video a couple of days back. And the Spectrum could do some decent shoot 'em ups, and we know that, from its version of R-Type, and also games like Synapse, which are fantastic side-scrolling shoot 'em ups. Now, I was impressed with what I saw of Armalyte, and like I say, sort of a real sort of shame it never got to see the light of day in full price. And I don't know how complete this demo is, whether or not it's level 1, level 2, level 3, or if it's just the game, all that exists of the game. There surely must be some code discs somewhere around with it on in a box in someone's loft. But I have to say, if you are a fan of Armalyte, why don't you check the Spectrum version out and try and play it without comparing it to the Commodore 64 version. Like I say, I'm not familiar with that game, so I'm just playing this as a newbie to Armalyte, and I really quite enjoyed it. Obviously, you've got the staples for most games of this ilk, the increase in power-ups, giving you advanced firepower, etc. And the graphics on it are really nice. There's no sort of music, but again, go back to the fact that this was just a demo version from 1991. Now, quite tricky. Got to negotiate small gaps, etc. Whilst firing, and taking out as many of the enemy as possible. But it's really quite. I won't use the word frenetic. It's not quite like that. It's not quite that quick, but it's quite full on. There's a lot happening, and the Spectrum's sort of handling it quite well. There's no sort of real sort of colour clash issues, etc. There's bits and pieces here and there, but overall it's really sort of nicely presented. Now, if you are an Armalyte on the Commodore 64 fan, then I'd be interested to see and hear what your views on this Spectrum demo of it are, without slagging it off, taking in mind the fact that this is unfinished, and whether or not you'd like to go and sort of play it side by side, see how it goes. Now, it doesn't seem to be that well known that there was a Spectrum version in development. There was only one other video on YouTube I could find about this game, and that was, or is, about 4 years old now. But such a shame that someone's hard work never got to see the light of day as a full price release, which I presume is what the plan was for Armalyte. But hey ho, it never happened, and it's history now. So this demo is 25 years old. And and it's a great little sort of advertisement and demonstration of what the Spectrum could sort of handle. You know, again, not going to compare it to Commodore 64. I'm just speaking as a new person to the game, regardless of what platform it's on. It's, if you like side-scrolling shooters, if you enjoyed them on the Spectrum, you know, give this little demo a try. I think you're going to enjoy it. Now, I'm going to shut up waffling now. Well, not now, but in about 30 seconds, just to let the rest of the video play out. Thanks ever so much for watching the video, taking the time to check it out. If you like it, please let me know. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. It would be great to hear from you and interact with you. I hope the rest of your weekend is fantastic. Well, it's a bit grey here in Essex, but hey ho, never mind. I'll just crack on with the rest of my schedule after this video. Take care of yourselves, have a great time, and goodbye.